Hey y'all, welcome to Fire Time with Grizz, sequel to Dig Time with Grizz. Welcome back everybody, how we doing? A beautiful river behind us all, new scenery, scene change, I love it. Alright, so today I'm going to be teaching y'all how to start a fire, either in the front country or the back country. I've been promised it for like a couple weeks now. I'm just not good with time. Anyway, so what we're doing here is what I want you to be able to do by the end of this. I just want you to be able to identify the fuel that makes fires work. I want you to make twigs for a fire. We'll get to that later. Then I want you to be able to tell me how you stack a fire to get it going. All right? Now, who here has built a fire before? Wow, man. Bunch of pros out there. Sick.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Literally.
So I'm just going to a little brief intro to why fires are important. Fires are important because we get cold, because things get wet, because we got to cook, we got to eat, we got to live. Everyone lives near fire. We came from fire, we made bread, we lived. It was great. Way back in the day. Love it.
Just made that up.
Now,
Quote, we made fire, we made bread.
that's how it worked. They made fire, somebody threw some flour and some water next to it. They got half a loaf of bread, they ate it, they're like, wow, this is great, let's do it again.
And then they decided to cut it up.
Then you had toast, which came from fire as well. And now you got your eggs Benny in the morning. We get full circle here, people, full circle. All right, so the next thing I'm gonna talk about is what we do to make fires. Can anybody tell me what one of the building blocks for fire is?
Wood.
Casey.
Wood!
Wood, nice job, Casey. Love it, I love it. Kevin.
Oxygen.
Oxygen, next part, great.
Water.
What? To put it out, not to start it. You don't start many fires with
Oh,
water.
sorry.
Close, but you almost had it. Abs?
We need a heat source.
Heat source, I love it. Yeah, great.
It's okay.
So the first thing we're gonna go over here is fuel used to start fires. Bam!
Okay, arson.
Got the
Hey.
whiteboard today. We're getting pros.
It was my job.
So we start out with the small building blocks, which is the base of your fire. It's what you put on the bottom, what you light with your lighter, a little bow drill, flint and steel, whatever you gotta do to get it going. You all see this okay? Alright, thank you. Casey, you read this okay?
Yep.
Alright, people in the middle, Kev, can you read
Got
this?
it.
Sick, I love it. So we start small. What do we got up here? We got grass. It's all around us. Literally covers like most of the earth. It's fur or bad shape, like it's always there.
Fur of the earth.
Then we use bark as well. From trees, it's dry. It flakes off. You can light the edges. It's wonderful. We use twigs. We're gonna make here in a minute. Love twigs. Also great base for fire. We also got leaves, dried leaves. As you can see right here, they just fall off of things. They got little seeds in them. They're nice and dry. You just crumple them up, sprinkle them, put them in the bottom of fire. You got a fire. Moving on to the medium parts here. You got branches. As you can see up here, these ones are kind of dying. They'll probably fall and turn into these ground branches here. You never, ever cut things off of trees to build fires in the back country. Dead down, you pick it up, you use it. You never take fresh green stuff because it's still living and growing. You can use branches. You can use kindling, which are these pieces right here. Notice how they look like this, but smaller. Because you chop up the big chunks to make kindling. That's how it goes from a chunk to a kindling. You make it real small, it burns quicker. You got dry bamboo, which I am leaning up against over there. Can anybody see the dry bamboo?
Mhm.
That's not really dry, that's why it's not in with the rest of this fire building stuff. It's kind of wet. You can tell when it's dry when you press it and it snaps easy. Say for instance, this twig, that snap, super easy. That's super dry, super great for fire. And it's small logs, you know, generally kind of small stuff, like right here. You can break this up smaller, kind of flake it in half, kind of in the middle of the fire after you get a good fire going in the bottom. You can stack these on, get a nice coal bed going. That coal bed will light off these big logs, which we're gonna move to right here for large objects. You see the large objects?
Sea life.
Nice, sick. Large objects, we got these wood chunks right here. Nice and chopped, they're not logs, chunked up, they're got nice little split ends, they burn from the outside in. You'll see them get little square pockets on around the outside where the embers are. If you knock those off, it'll burn quicker on the way in, and that's how you can get your fire to burn out quicker at the end. And you can also use tree bodies, as I call them, or the things that the branches are connected to. So if you look down at the bottom where the dry lines are hooked, that's the tree body right there. It's not the stump, it's the trunk. I forgot the word when I was writing this, so I wrote tree bodies. Full disclosure, tree bodies. Tree bodies. When those are falling off, if they're small enough, you can put them on the fire themselves, and you chunk those up to make these little guys. Those are great for bonfires. You get long tree bodies, that's a big bonfire. Then you got processed wood. Everybody knows what processed wood, it's this stuff. It's like the stuff you build a house with, but usually bigger and like 6 by 6. It's not 6 inches, but you know what I'm saying. It's pretty big. You can always tell it's always cut up. Old wood crates, old pallets, stuff like that. Split them, break them apart, pull the nails out. You got firewood. All right. I want you to remember these, because I will ask you about them later. I want
Never
proper
forget tree bodies.
verbiage. Not what you think it is, what I think it is. All right. Now, if I could have everybody stand up that's willing to participate. Come on up, people.
Gavin, you knocked.
Let's not hurt each other. All right, if y'all want to
I don't.
Nobody likes to sit in one spot. I don't. All right.
I'm smiling.
On that trail right there. Thank you. And Casey, you can go ahead and stop. Nobody go past Casey. And Abs, go ahead and stop. Nobody go past Abs. But out here, you can find out right down here, all this dead down grass. It's nice and dry. It's what you can use to build fires. Dead down grass. Pretty funny, huh? Dead down. So now what I want everybody to do is to come in and find little pieces of grass. If you have to pull hard and pull it out of the ground, you're doing it wrong. You should be able to just run your fingers across the ground, come with little bits of grass. I'll give everybody 2 minutes. If you want to come back to me with a handful of grass. Combing the fur, getting out all the knots. Let's not pull any live things out of the ground. You should be able to loosely pull your hand and pick up some dead grass.
Do we get a prize if we get the most?
You actually do.
Oh no! Oh no! It's on. I'm sweeping through.
It's like a gold mine.
All right, y'all got 30 seconds. All right, y'all want to bring it back in? Bring it back in. We're going to go right back over where we started.
Whoa, look at Ari's bundle.
What?
Oh my god, what?
I know, me too.
I got sticks in there.
I have some sticks too.
Great.
She's done it before.
Nice. Jill, very nice. Kevin, looking great. Is that a glove in there?
Yeah,
A little
it was
bit.
really dry.
It's a nice bundle.
Nice. Nah, bamboo's not dry,
Not
Frank.
dry down.
Just gonna say I have a 6 in here
I'll
that
take
might
the
count for
little
more.
bundles of grass. This is great. This is exactly what we need for the smallest base of our fire. You take it, you crunch it nice up and small into little fire bundles. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That would be
Saves me the
great
time
to
of doing
live.
this myself. Nothing like free labor. Thank you. Thank you. I really think Ari did win this contest.
That's ridiculous.
Oh, that is like, look, it's almost comparable. Ari, doing the best. She does get a prize later.
What do I get?
You get Skittles.
Oh, nice.
All right, now can I get 7 volunteers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ari, all
Oh,
right.
sick. I'm not doing that.
All right.
You definitely
Keep
have.
your hands up. Keep your hands up. The 7 I pointed at. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. poke you with it. All right, now what we're gonna do with these is make twigs. And we want to pay attention to me. We're not being unicorns right now. Look at me. So what you're gonna do with these is all these little pieces. You want about a 4-finger width. 4 fingers is a good size. Everybody's fingers are almost the same. 4 fingers is good enough to make it small. Grab it, pinch it with your thumb right on the branch, and just snap a little piece off. Good job, Casey. Good job. And then just keep working your way down the stick as far as you can go. Be careful not to hurt yourself.
How far down the body should we go?
We go towards the tree.
Until
body.
It's just a
break it any way
branch.
you want.
It's an arm.
How many fingers?
This hurts.
This is how you make
That's why you gotta
twigs,
have
everybody. That's why you use gloves. Or you just get stronger hands. Thank you, Kev. It's amazing. Thank you, Dana. It's amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Everybody's doing a great job. Everybody's doing a great job. Yep. Oh, you don't have to snap the stick first. That's fine. It all burns. Just keep snapping it off. Casey's doing great. Yeah, you gotta be careful. You gotta remember where your hands are. Yeah. Thank you, Dana.
My dick is rubbing.
Oh, thank you, Jill. Thank you. Oh, it's sick. Ari, doing a great job. Just killing it. Sick. Thank you. Thank you. I saved so much time not snapping my own twigs. I mean, you are doing a great job. Thank you. Oh, that's fine. I'll take the whole stick. You're good. Did you snap off a little piece? Yep. When you get down to the big stuff where it's kind of harder to do it, you can use your foot to set it on the ground. Just pop it.
That rural New York right there.
This one is pretty much.
Pretty sure it happens everywhere. Oh, using the knee. That's a pro tip right there. You could use the knee, but it's a little dangerous because it can hurt sometimes.
This one is perfectly 4 fingers.
Oh, beautiful. I love it. Oh, did I? I'll take that big piece, all right? Thank you. Take the sticks back for everybody. Thank you, Casey. Did an amazing job. All right, y'all. Oh, God. All right, now we're going to move into the next part, which is building the base of a fire. Who remembers the smallest piece? Oh, hands, people, hands. Kevin? Grass. Grass. Good job. Good job. What you do with the grass?
Earth fingers.
The earth first. You break it up nice and small. Get a nice little small pile. Kind of where you want your center of your fire to be.
What is that?
This is a fire pit. Good question. I like the initiative. Once you get where you want your base to be, you can kind of visualize where you're going to build your fire from there. Now, remember, it's the second smallest piece? Abs?
The twigs.
Twigs. Exactly. So you start adding your twigs. What I like to do is I like to make a small little pile. They're all facing inwards, kind of like a teepee, you know? Everything kind of goes up or like a cone pyramid.
Something you could live in.
Something you could live in. Absolutely.
It's
Unless
on
it's on
fire.
I mean, you could live in it at least once. Now, the 3 main ingredients to a fire are fuel, oxygen, and accelerant. Big word for other fire to start bigger fire. You just
No
need,
full
you can
thing.
either use friction from a bow drill, flint and steel like I said, a lighter and paper, or just a lighter. Lucky for me, I always have a lighter. Found this in Joshua Tree in the parking lot. It's been with me ever since. Very near and dear to my heart, right here. It's lit many cooking fires and fed us many nights. Love it. What I like to do is grab it right up. You know, like usually palm the base of your fire. This is gonna be the heart of our fire. It's where it lives and it starts from. Then you just pick an end. And now that the fire's going, you want to start making sure it stays alive.
It's like you're feeding it.
Yeah, I am. It's my little baby fire. You gotta care for your child like you would a fire. You gotta feed it, you gotta give it love, you gotta give it constant attention. Otherwise it burns down the forest. They get very mad when you ignore them. Can anybody tell me what I'm doing when I blow on it?
Oxygenating it.
Nice! Giving it oxygen. I love it.
Rescue breath.
Rescue breaths. Exactly. Same concept. Surprisingly.
It's all connected.
Or just fire.
Whoa. Who's got fire breath?
It's like I'm a dragon.
Putting out gasoline.
You could use gasoline. That's what people use as an accelerant sometimes. But you just want to keep feeding it. Getting it nice and big. Would anybody care to come try and blow on it?
I will.
Rowan, nice. Come on in. Don't be scared. It's just a little baby fire. Just want to get nice down and level with it. Get nice and close. Take a deep breath
Not in.
and blow. Fire! Fire!
That's excellent.
Yeah, can I get another volunteer?
Me.
Casey, come on in here, girl. Get right down on your hands and knees. I'll take my lighter, put it right next to my heart. Take a deep breath. All right, don't inhale the flame, but let's try it again. Take a nice deep breath. Blow. Yeah, nice job, Casey. Nice job. Way to go, Casey. Now that we're building this fire, we got a good solid base going here. We can start adding in the twigs now. Getting those to light off here. It'd be really bad if I didn't get this fire to keep going, wouldn't it? It'd be like, man, what a lesson. We got like halfway into a fire and it just didn't work. All right. Can I get one more volunteer to come in and blow on the fire? Kevin. Oh, you want to get on this side with me? Okay. Get right down next.
I'm gonna practice.
Oh, close, buddy. You gotta keep your lips wide.
Oh.
Do one more. Don't push your lips. There you go. Now get nice right here. Look at it and. There you go. Good job, buddy. Good job.
It was always sensual.
All right.
Simultaneously, the oldest Eddie and his member.
Careful about getting smoke in your eyes. It hurts. It's like a bad fart. Just stings them.
Poo to the face.
Straight boot to the face, dude. But now, as you can see, there's some nice embers over here. We just want to get everything back into a central pile. Come on. All right, now, I get one volunteer to write things down for me. Somebody with good abs, you're up. Now come over here, take this whiteboard, stand on my right over here. Now, who can tell me a small piece that goes into a fire? Casey.
Grass.
Grass, great. Abs, you want to write that in small for me? Thank you. Okay, get another small piece for a fire.
Twigs.
What was that?
Oh, twigs is meat.
No?
Leaves.
Leaves.
Lee? Dana?
Leaves.
Leaves! There we go. I like the hand method, except when you're not talking over people. All right, moving on to. I love that handwriting. It's way better than mine. Move on to medium-sized.
Twig.
Frankie?
Twigs.
Twigs are actually in the small category.
Oh.
Can I get what's in the medium category?
Okay, Frankie, I got you.
What? Kindling. That's a good one.
Are
That's
you
in the
looking for
medium.
something more specific?
No, kindling is what I have.
Okay.
Here you go.
Kidding.
Can I get somebody have Jill?
Dry bamboo.
Dry bamboo, great. The one that I couldn't show because it was not in fact dry. Can I get one more medium, Fletch?
Bark.
Bark. It's a great one. It's what I'm using right now. Love it. Can I get large objects? Casey?
A tree bottom.
Close. Close, Kevin.
A tree body.
A tree body.
I think we should call twigs tree fingers then.
Ooh, tree fingers. Got some earth fur. I love it.
I knew
Yeah.
it was something that wasn't.
All right, can I get another large object?
Processed wood.
Processed wood. That's a great one. I love it. And then, last but not least, for the large section, Jill.
Wood chunks.
Wood chunks. I love it. Thank you. Abs, you can write those down and take your seat. I'll take that back.
Good.
I got him. Grass, earth fur.
Thank you. So, as I had stated earlier, the outcomes I hoped you would achieve are making twigs. We all did a fantastic job making twigs. This fire wouldn't have gotten nearly as good as it was with all of your twigs and dry gas that you collected. The next part was identifying the fuel that goes into a fire. As you can see, you wrote down a bunch of fuel. I love it. You are so smart. Proud of you. And then last but not least, can I get someone to tell me how you build a fire? Fletcher, one piece of it. What do you start out with?
You start out with grass.
Grass, great. And the next layer? Anybody? Abs? Close, close. I love where you're going with it. Frankie?
Lighter.
Close again.
I mean, like,
Twigs, that's what I was looking for. Then you go lighter, and then we'll move into kindling here pretty soon. And then, last but not least, what do you put on at the end? Fletch?
Gasoline.
No, little unsafe. I have to say no on that because we were out here in the woods. Dana?
tree bodies.
Tree bodies. You could? You absolutely could. Frankie?
She took mine.
Oh.
A bunch of rocks.
Rocks explode in fires. Tennessee, I wouldn't recommend it, but if you want to have some poppers, go for it. But I want to thank you all for joining me for Fire Time with Grizz. It's been another great holiday special.
Wait, what's the right answer?
Wood chunks and tree bodies. And one of the main reasons we like to have fires is so we can have evening meeting around them. Thank you for coming to Fire Time with Grizz.
I'm gonna do that.
When do you put this stuff on it?
When it gets bigger. Yeah, I said we'll get there. We're
That's
getting there.
Fire Time with Grizz 2.0.
2.0. It's how to start fires, not how to maintain.
Next Fire 101,
you're gonna have to register.
Ian, you have that like cheesy infomercial voice. I love it.
I was trying to do a sham wow sell.
So fun.
I was hoping somebody would pick up on it.
Oh yeah.
It was really fun.